there was a shooting in Oakland, downtown Oakland, a high-end, upper-class, black-owned restaurant called Pierre Pierre, which left 2 people injured. The whole scene got taped off, bullet holes, blood everywhere. The owner of Pierre Pierre made a video, put it out, and lashed out at the community saying, I'm done. I give up. Basically, I'm done trying to help y'all. I'm finna pack up. I'm finna move my shit. He said, out of everywhere y'all could have handled y'all beef in the city, why did y'all bring it to my establishment? This is one of the only black-owned establishments, high-end at that we have in the entire city. They don't even want us having businesses. So the fact that I even had one for us to go to, that should have been enough to respect what was going on here and handle your beef in the streets. So what you think about this? Because to me, it's like this the wake-up call for the culture, because we showing the world how to treat us. We cry about the white lady having the GoFundMe for calling the baby the N-word, but then we go to a black-owned restaurant and go shoot at other black people. Like we don't give a fuck about each other at all. Now, I know beef is on site, and I know beef that's in the street get handled in the street, but to me, it should be some type of code of conduct. Like, all right, we ain't gonna do this at this spot. We know where they hood is at. We know where they hang at. And even if I spotted you in the restaurant, I could have waited till you came out. They shot the whole restaurant up. So it's probably kids in there, families in there, women in there.
Did they go in the restaurant or did they shoot the restaurant up?
I don't know if they went in or they shot it up, but I know it's bullet holes all in the restaurant. So whether they shot from the inside or the outside, they chose to do it on site. And basically, the restaurant's a crime scene. You got to get damn near permission from the city to even open back up. They got to do investigations, all type of shit. And I'm pretty sure the money to repair everything wasn't enough trouble. It wasn't worth the trouble for him because he said, I give up. It's over. I'm done trying to help niggas.
I'm not mad at him. It's unfortunate that happened at his establishment. It could have happened anywhere. And like you said, if you know anything about Oakland streets, it's when they funkin', they funkin'. Them niggas is tripping. So it's really just sad to say about it, but I do understand it a little more. So it's I can't say like the streets is gonna be the streets at this point. Yeah, it would be too like right to have some rules. It was rules at some point in time about the streets, but now these niggas done threw the rules away. And people got to accept that's what it is at this point in time. And unfortunate, if you want to, that's the risk you take of having a business in impoverished hoods or impoverished in places. I don't know exactly where it was at in Oakland, but if they was able to get there.
It was downtown.
Okay, downtown. I don't know how much that goes on downtown in Oakland, but regardless, I do understand the on-site stuff. And people, you got to understand what type of people they are. At this point, some of these niggas is out here moving soulless, conscious, without a conscience, and they're hurt people, unfortunately. That's the point you really get to when it comes to the streets and those type of things. And some things some people can't let go. So I do understand that aspect. I would like it to be better in certain establishments, but like I said, far as us as a people and our people, you have to have some type of way in your restaurants to where people might not even come there. Maybe you need a dress code. Maybe what these other high-end restaurants are doing is the formula to do. And there's nothing wrong with learning from other people. Just because we black, we don't always have to not learn from what other people are doing that's successful. So in the sense of, like I said before, you might need to have a tab to where you got to pay a certain amount to get in. You might need to have a dress code because 9 times out of 10 for me, in my opinion, I believe that eliminates the average hood person that does not want to go to this restaurant unless you know you have to carry yourself a certain way. There's a certain standard in the high class of approaching certain restaurants. When you go to Steak 48, you're not just going up there on some just a 50 niggas gang banging and acting crazy. You're gonna go in there, you want to take your girl, you want to be well dressed, a certain way when it comes to that. And even having valet should be damn near mandatory when it comes to that. Because when you have valet, now they have to pull up their cars and give the keys up. Nobody's gonna want to take those certain exact amount of risks. It might lower the risk, not saying that it can't happen, but it will eventually lower the risk when it comes to that. And have security in your parking lot. Don't just allow anybody in your establishment.
Okay, it says the dress code for Pierre Pierre restaurant is a smart, casual type of dress code. For ladies, appropriate attire is required, including suits, pantsuits, or daytime dresses. Dress jeans may be acceptable if worn with a well-tailored sport coat, but t-shirts, shorts, jogging or exercise clothes or athletic type shoes are not permitted. So they did have a pretty
he had an upscale
dress code, and I'm pretty sure they had some type of valet system because that's what most restaurants do to deter the knuckleheads. They up the prices on the food, of course, because it's fine dining, it's 5-star. 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna be able to just pull up and park your car at a meter. You're gonna have to $20, $40 valet tip and all the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want that higher end crowd. So I don't know if somebody in there spotted them dudes and told somebody and they pulled up, or somebody just happened to be driving by, looked in the window. However it went down, you already know how this go. You got beef, you can get spotted. Shit, somebody could have been working at the restaurant and made the phone call.
Somebody could have had a drop. A female could have been with the person who, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And told them he up here right now. I got him up here.
It's just cold because we already don't have shit. And we feel like we get excluded when these restaurants have these type of dress codes. When they say no do-rags, no Jordans, no everything we specifically wear. No bonnets, no this, no that. Even though you should be going nowhere
a bonnet
like that.
Is crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. But we'll say, oh, it's racism. It's racism. But then your answer to trying to eliminate that crowd is to do exactly what these other restaurants are doing.
See, I won't necessarily call it. If I know beforehand it's a certain dress code, I'm going to respect the dress code. I'm not going to be mad. Now, if I pop up and I got something on and I, like he said, maybe some jeans and I might got a button-up shirt and then they mad and not letting me in, I'm going to feel some way, but I'm going to just leave and go somewhere else. So I'm going to go home and change. But I'm not going to necessarily call it racist, but I'm not going to pretend and act like I haven't been to these high-end restaurants where they done took 30, 40 minutes for my order and I done came in before somebody else and watched them get a table before me or, you know, or just get served before me. So that is the only way I would dispute that as far as when it comes to that. But if having a dress code, you know this beforehand when you going for the most likely, you know how you need to present yourself when you come in here.
And this is why I'm holding us accountable for this shit, because it's like, well, I can't even say us because I don't even know who the shooters are. I don't even know if they got caught. I'm just assuming it was us.
Exactly. We don't know if they was black or not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm going in on niggas. I don't know. They could have been anything. But I'm just saying this happened at a black restaurant. The people who got sparked at was black. So I'm going to assume they ops 9 times out of 10 was black. We see this time and time again with our community fucking up all the spots that we got, all the spots that we build, try to give back to the community. Is either we getting unalived at them like Nip, or it's getting sparked up and shut down like this. This is why whenever it's some ethnic, urban type of stuff being opened up in prominent areas, they try their hardest to shut it down. Look at Long Beach. You had the JP23 downtown. Who was coming there? Us. They shut that shit down with the quickness.
Why they shut it down? Because niggas in there acting a fool. And it was more than that. It was
more than that. It was some alcohol. I think they didn't have like the alcohol licenses all the way legit or whatever. But if you know anything about downtown Long Beach, that's not the only spot that got shut down. Every single ethnic urban spot that's ever opened up downtown, they get it shut down. I'm talking about back from the Mai Tai bar. What they just shut down the one right there on Ocean that all the homies and shit used to be at all the time. I forget the name of it. Right there on Pine, right before you get to First Street. They just shut that one down. Yeah. The Harbor.
Oh yeah.
So any type of spot where it's going to attract a lot of blacks, it gets shut down. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to end in a fight or gunfight. It's going to end in a fight or gunfire. So at some point, we got to look at the community and go, why in the fuck can't we come to establishments where it may be alcohol and lots of us without violence occurring? At some point, we got to look in the mirror and go, what the fuck are we doing? Because it get to a point where you reach our age and we like, man, I ain't going over there. It's a gay, man, there's too many niggas over there. I already know what's going on with that.
Nah, if
we going over here.
And that's the difference. If I go over there, I already know what time I'm on.
And that's fucked up to say, because if you go to Malibu, you go to Manhattan Beach, you go to fucking Santa Monica, you know I could be more lax and laid back because I know that shit's not even going on over there.
That's true, but maybe niggas need to branch out and go to these other places then.
No, niggas need to get their fucking mind right.
It's easy to
learn how to fucking act. That's just what it is.
It is what it is, but when you gangbanging, nigga know what time it is. So it's hard to judge one to that extent for me. I understand the struggles that we face, but a lot of times, like I say, you got to cultivate the minds. If niggas' minds ain't trying to get right, like I say, to me, understanding it, I know when my mind is there, that's what it is. Nigga don't give a fuck.
And that's one of the problems. What I'm saying with us, we can make no leeway because as long as that's happening, they're ignoring the good shit that's happening. None of that's getting highlighted. None of the scholars, none of the inventions, none of the real estate plays, nothing that we doing on that side of the fence is getting put in the limelight as long as this is happening.
Well, maybe we should highlight more of the good stuff because we always quick to highlight when some bullshit happening. Don't nothing get highlighted. Like I said, that 12-year-old girl that made them, she made the things for the classroom, the vents to get clear air in the classroom. Ain't nobody know nothing about that. That dude created a gas station at his house, and nobody ain't acknowledged none of that. So.
Well, I didn't want to put the feds on him because, last person that created a damn water car.
Nigga, he recorded his own video, put it on the internet.
He's trying to get chipped. Nigga.
Yeah, nah, I'm just saying.
You better put that through a couple LLCs or something.
Even with our people, we don't even go against the narratives they push on us. We quick to highlight the same stuff. Every time you see it's getting recorded, anytime bullshit is happening in our communities, we quick to highlight that. Nigga just got smoked. They recording it, putting his whole body and face on the internet. Like, we don't highlight nothing good that people do or the good times unless it's your own story.
Because this restaurant was created as a sanctuary for Black excellence. So how fucked up is that a sanctuary for Black excellence gets shot the fuck up and shut down? So now the owner of Pierre Pierre said he's going to move the location from the landmark Tribune Tower to a safer environment, AKA I'm getting the fuck away from you niggas. So now when he go open up around the white folks, the Asians, the Indians, and all of that, y'all gonna call him a sellout, but he opened up for niggas, and this how niggas treated his shit. Because niggas don't respect niggas. But then if you go to Steak 48, you go to Ruth Chris, you go to Fleming's, you go to any one of those white-owned, Indian-owned, any other race-owned 5-star spot, niggas all of a sudden know how to act right. As soon as it's Black owned, niggas don't give a fuck. At some point, we got to acknowledge that we're fucked up in the head when it comes to respecting ourselves. Because it's just self-hatred. If I know it's Black owned, I'm going to go in here and act a fucking fool. But if I go down to Beverly Hills, I'm going to be on my best motherfucking behavior, gangbanging and all.
I wouldn't say necessarily always that. It depends on the individual. The restaurant was open for a few years, like I said, and he had I'm pretty sure he made a good bag about it. Not necessarily saying what was going on was right.
This nigga said he had a 2-year run. Fuck it, girl. Long as this shit got sparked up and he made a good...
What I'm saying is one bad incident is what we highlight and we never count for the other people that kept the restaurant up to par and treated it like it was supposed to. He had one unfortunate incident that happened, and of course it was a big kickback, but we still got to acknowledge the times that it did last at the same time because we entertain and we give the energy to all the bullshit. And I wouldn't even say that don't happen because you go to Hollywood, a lot of these places, if it's a certain amount of people, we know if it's more than one gang in that motherfucker, it's going to get turned up no matter where it's at. I don't care if it's Roof Chris. I don't care if it's the best rooftop. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just give or take. It's either you going to move, you got to move a certain way. If niggas ain't all the way out the streets, then this shit is just going to happen. You can't keep trying to rebuild in these ways. It's sad to say. Put your shit where it's prominent and your people that fuck with you, they should come support you. And like I said, you got to be careful just opening business just for us. Even though that's sad to say, because where we at in society, if I open a business right now today, I want everybody to come. I don't want just Black people because that limits the amount of success my business can have anyway. When it comes to a restaurant, I know it was more of a space where, like, to what I just said, like when I go to one of these restaurants and they taking forever my order or they treating us a certain way, you can come here and feel like you at home and feel welcome.
And it's luxury. We don't have too much luxury brands that's owned by us or spots to go to where we can be proud of.
But what I'm saying is, even when we make these spots, they don't necessarily have to be in the hood. You don't have to start there. Now, I feel like we should start working not too far from the hood, but work outside so niggas can do a little 20-minute drive or something else to get to the restaurant. And then you work your way after you've established and accumulated enough money. So when this do happen, you're not necessarily hurting.
But this the cold part though, because if we don't build up the hood, who will?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying build outside of certain points where you know it's cracking. You know it's cracking over here. Don't start there. Start a restaurant here. Then you open up another restaurant somewhere else, and then you put one in the hood. Now you got enough income from these other two to really help.
He was downtown, nigga.
It don't matter.
Nigga, he was out the hood. He was downtown.
Okay, you can say that, but downtown for us, it goes down. So I don't know how it is in Oakland downtown.
It obviously it goes
downtown
down.
LA, it cracks.
Exactly.
Downtown,
but it's also the Staples Center down there.
Yeah, but what part of it though? That's what I mean. You could be on the side where everything else is at, or you could be over there where the Staples Center at.
But this the fucked up part, because it's gonna say no matter where it's at, if the blacks is there, it's fucked up. And we proving them right. It's just like a certain sector of our society might just got to get wiped out for niggas to be able to peacefully succeed.
Is it that, or is it more so us?
Niggas might need to make that drill island.
And I'm saying,
that's what I'm saying.
Is it
niggas?
No, is it that, or is it us in Cali? Because,
am I lying?
Let me tell you,
we might need to make that drill island
So,
the YN was talking about.
We
dump these niggas on drill island.
We seen who was that? Bun B opened up that burger spot in Texas, and what did Texas do? They came and showed that nigga mad love. His shit was selling out. Burgers was flying through, going out. And look what Black Sam is doing. They're prominent right now of opening it up on Melrose. The Marathon Burger is doing great right now. That line is out the door damn near every other day.
Yeah, but look at the location too. This
is my point. It's
but
not
that's
too
what
far,
I mean though.
But a drive from Slauson to over there. We already did the Slauson shit, and they opening up another store somewhere else. I just seen him. He opened another Marathon Burger.
Yeah, he is opening another one. I think like Manhattan Beach or something.
Yeah, so shout out to them.
We know if you fuck up on Melrose, you're cooked. So this is what I mean. In the proximity of white upper class, niggas know how to act all of a sudden. Now imagine he would have opened a Marathon Burger anywhere near Slauson. You think the niggas would have been up there that well behaved?
Nah, we up. This the set.
Niggas tripping.
This the set. We outside. That's what it would have been. But
niggas tripping. So niggas just know anywhere white people frequent and it's upper class whites, all of a sudden we know how to act and not fuck each other over.
Even though they had their hiccups, if Nip don't die, that Marathon store would have been a real staple. I think it would have still been up and running right now if that don't happen that day.
All I'm saying is we make it impossible to do what we asking them to do for us. And we can't even do for our goddamn self. We asking them to build the hood up, fix the hood. When we have one of our people who came from that hood try to come back and do exactly that, this is what happens every time. I just seen Cam say, man, I can't open nothing in Harlem. I can't put my name on nothing in Harlem. I know too many people. Either they're going to come hating and fuck it up, or they're going to try to take advantage and freeload everything because they know me.
But we didn't say this. Most niggas is cooked. We know this. You having this information, you have to notice at this point, it's been too many examples. But like I said, for every bad example, it's still other good examples of people that opened up shops and they were successful.
Listen, Drill Island. But everybody that want to drill and spark up these high-end black restaurants and all that, and it's on site, just put everybody on the island. Let them go human hunting and wipe theyself out.
Play the Hunger Games.
Let them Hunger Games. Exact. Y'all called that YN dumb as hell, but that nigga might have been smart. Because imagine if they was on Drill Island instead of riding past that nice 5-star restaurant. That restaurant will still be up.
If niggas go to Drill Island, half the niggas ain't gonna want to drill no more.
Exactly.
When you know it's right here, it's easy when you got the drop on somebody. But when you know a nigga is got that and you got that, niggas ain't ready to go to Drill Island.
And that's all I'm saying. That Drill Island idea, we might need to look into that. Because this is ridiculous. I'm running out of breath defending niggas at this point. And then niggas turn around and do this shit. It's like, how do you defend this? This is our shit. It ain't even like they went to their shit and sparked it up. You sparked our shit up. Niggas is backwards. We might gotta, like this is why I say Thanos wasn't really the bad guy when he said we gotta wipe off half the earth. Cuz had a point. We might need to get a couple of them Infinity Stones to get the wiping shit.
Niggas ain't looking at it like it's our shit. Niggas looking at it like that's your shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, fuck niggas, nigga. Listen, my establishment, all right. I'm letting niggas know. You come up there with anything, his body's dropping, nigga. On your behalf. My security got the nigga license to drill, nigga. You even see a nigga reaching his coat the wrong way, spark his ass.